story time. Yes, here's another story time on how I got humbled on a date so bad that I actually considered deleting myself. Okay, guys, a moment of silence for this new look.
Okay.
Back to the story now. Let me set this up for you. I met this guy. He was tall and very much had a deep voice. Imagine, I ignored all the red flags possible. Yeah, he looked good, and I'm not gonna lie.
Wow.
Let me tell you, we talked, the vibes were good. We texted every single day, every single night. And one day he decides to send me a text and be like, yo, let's go on a date. Asked me for my information to come at my place, and I was like, you know what? Of course. And yeah, he also said it's a surprise date, so I was like, hell
yeah, of course, surprise me, bro, surprise me.
Comes to pick me up, I looked dressed, I looked cute, I had heels on, guys. I don't even wear heels on a normal basis. So that day I was like, you know what, we're gonna go all out. Tell me why this guy actually pulls up with a matching set, like a grey set. And I'm like, that was the first red flag. And I'm like, okay. So when he saw me, he had like a weird look on his face. And obviously I noticed that because I'm wondering, what's up? Like, am I not dressed for the occasion or what? Anyway, so we drive and head to the date, okay? And me, I'm realizing that we are going to Arboretum.
My friend. What do you mean?
What do you mean? Hold up. Yes, I know it was more of like lunch, but I didn't think we were gonna go to lunch at Arboretum. And guys, to make matters worse, I'm wearing heels. Who wears heels in Arboretum, guys? He starts apologizing. It's like, you know what, let's go somewhere else instead. I'm like, you know what, fine. Okay. But this time I was low-key embarrassed to stay in heels. I decided to just wear flats, you know, because I'm like, let me just reduce my expectation this down, okay? So we go to the restaurant. The waiter comes and obviously asks us, what do you want to order? Now, the waiter asked him first, like, what he wanted to get for himself. Okay, when it was my turn, guys, tell me why this guy ordered for me. I will want to understand that he doesn't have the budget for everything. But bro, give me a chance to literally even peruse the menu and see. You know what? Allow me to pretend, Basi, that, you know, you gave me that chance to do that. This guy was like, she's going to order this and this and this and that. And I'm like,
Wait a damn minute.
To make matters worse, he ordered me something that had mushrooms. And I don't even like mushrooms. Like, please, at least have the courtesy to ask me what I want, okay? You know, it's the way the waiter looked at me and side-eyed me, and I'm like, no comment. Anyways, as we're waiting for the food to come, this guy proceeds to tell me that I look different from the pictures. So I proceed to ask him, like, do I look different in a good way or a bad way? You know, because, okay. Long story short, he took me home, and I ended up blocking him. Yeah. Anyways, guys, that's all for the video. Thank you for watching the video. See you guys next time. Bye.
Imagine you have a friend. Let's call her Jane. So Jane has a boyfriend. Boyfriend is called Isaac. Jane and Isaac have been lovebirds for like a month now. So, and in this month, Jane comes to you and tells you, my boyfriend just is cheating on me. And you're like, what do you mean he's cheating on you? Oh, so my boyfriend gave me his spare phone because I lost my phone. And when I downloaded WhatsApp back on his phone, you know, it came back with his account, and I decided not to delete the account because, you know, there's a reason probably why they left it there. So I just added my own, and we've both saved the same, you know, colleague the same way. And so I didn't know that when the colleague Ali to my text ilikuwa on their side, on their account, not mine. So your friend Jane went ahead and tapped the chat vile beshte yao alituma. Haya, sasa beshte yake ametuma message, kumbe si yeye alikuwa anatumia hiyo message, ni boyfriend alikuwa anatumia hiyo message, si ndio? Ni Isaac alikuwa anatumia. Haya, mtana kufungua message na scroll. Remember, they've saved them the same way. So she's scrolling, she's trying to, you know, anajaribu kuona pale waliachia conversation. Haradanishi kidogo, aya ndio hiyo disappearing message. Jana akafanya nini? Akapress kufungua akapatana na mataku nzuri zinametameta hapo Tutanye tu video tunakaa nzuri zinamwangalia tu. Okay, sawa. So Jen of course freaks out, panics, and decides to go through the whole chat to see what the hell is going on here. Apparently, Isaac has been cheating on Jen. But that's not it. So when Isaac is confronted about the situation, Isaac proceeds to say that, that only happened before me and just started dating, and you know, I actually regretted it was a mistake, but I have never really done anything with her when me and just started dating. Now it's so easy. I've never even met her like that. I only went to get my shades, yada yada yada. You're like, okay. So you've had that conversation. Jane proceeds to do what? Forgive the nigga. Yes. Haya basi. So jana nakuja na kupea story, unamwangalia unashangaa, so msichana, haya basi umemsamehe ni sawa. So you ask Jane, umeangalia simu kama ulidelete account ama bado iko? Haya. Ulimwambia iko? Haya sawa basi. Haya jume delete. Haya sawa. So we decide to do some DCI. You and Jane, decide to do some DCI work. You go looking. Turns out this man has been flirting with like other 4 girls. So he's been cheating on you, basically. To me, that is cheating if you're in a relationship. The fuck you mean you're talking to other people, telling them I love you, giving them time? Ooh. Anyways, yeah. So see, they proceed swiftly. Shorty finds out about all these things, but still decides to do what? Forgive the nigga after they've had a conversation. And the guy is like, oh, you know, before me and you started dating, I was talking to multiple girls, and you know, I just get so lonely, but I hadn't yet, you know, cut them off. But I'm gonna clean up my house and I'm gonna cut them off. You know, baby girl, I love you. Jen does what? Forgives the nigga. Why? Because of Monvian and Pena not to clean up the house. Let's proceed. So, Jesus Christ, no, I'm burning up, Jesus. Anyways, so, nimesema so mara 1 million. Really, continue the story. This girl, the one that, the colleague, the mutual friend, this girl decides to call you from work. On this day, you're not, Jen is not at work, so Jen on this day, she's not working. So she's like, probably off or something. Yeah. So she gets a call. Who's calling? It's the shorty. Ah, okay, we're going. So you and Isaac have been dating. So you and Isaac are together. So basically, it almost turns into a catfight hapo kwa simu. And then after having talked to the pause. Okay, I'm back. So shit. So after the girl, where was I? Kind of lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so the girl who they were working with, they call Jane. So let's give them a name. Let's call her Stacy. So Stacy calls Jane. Okay, Stacy calls Jane and she started talking about, you guys have been dating, yada yada. Do you know that your boyfriend has been at my place? Was at my place last weekend. I thought, but he said you guys had a thing last year. I mean, before me and him started dating. No, he's been to my house last weekend. He's been to my house like last week as well. Proceeds to send you even screenshots. Yet you already have the account. But these are the ones that were not deleted or something. I don't know. Because when Jen went ahead and scrolled, you know, looking for evidence and everything, what she's sending was not there. And then it's weird because she even sent like the Uber rides and everything. And I'm just like, oh. Okay, so Jen is there. She's strung out, confused as Stacey's telling her all these things. And then all of a sudden, after like they hang up, and then now they call her again. They call Jen again now when they're both of them. And this nigga has the audacity to tell Jen, Isaac proceeds to tell her, why are you acting like all this is new? I thought you already talked about this. You already knew about all this. Why are you here acting like you're shocked? Jen is there like, what'd you say fuck me for? Why are you acting like you're the victim here? Jen is just realizing that this man has been cheating on her, but he's manipulative enough to change sides and switch places and everything. Oh man. Anyway, the girl, I don't know what happened. So after being told that, Shodi decides, you know what, I'm gonna believe my man over everything, yada yada yada, forgives the man again. Fast forward, of course, this relationship was not going to go anywhere because remember, this is the first month and this man has already cheated on her with, oh, there's another one. Apparently, kule kwa archives kwa WhatsApp, kulikuwa na another shorty amejificha hapo akiambiana I love you na kupenda yada yada yada. So yeah, I'm telling you, this relationship was never meant to go anywhere to begin with. Fast forward, they go for like an event together with the shorties, with Jen's cousins and everything. They're having a good time. Jen on that day, she's really feeling like her actual battery is very, very low. But Isaac is going up on a dance and a jibamba, to having a good time, nini? Okay. But now Jen, her shoulder battery is down, tells the nigga, yo, me, I don't really feel like dancing right now, let's just chill. So then Jen's friend tells her, let's go check on my boyfriend's mom, because the last time she was on the dance floor, guys were flogging her. So Jen, being the friend that she is, the good friend that she is, accompanies her friend to go check on her friend's boyfriend's mom. Yeah, on the dance floor. And Jen does what? Tells Isaac, hi Isaac, so me, I'm going to accompany my friend to check on Ellie's mom. So the guy says okay. And then they proceed to go. Was Jen supposed to go to the dance floor and stand like this, like a watchman? Sawa basi wako sawa, let me go back to my man. Bro, she went there, and as the friend that she is, alienda akamingola kanda tu kudance tu kiasi. 2 minutes had not passed. This man came, grabbed her by the hand, turning her. Alimkamata hivi, akampindua hivi. Kaanza kumuuliza ati why'd you lie to me? You said that you're going to check on whose mom, but I find you on the dance floor dancing. You should have just said that you don't want to dance with me. Can you calm down? Kizana, calm down. But the Jane being Jane, she was like trying to explain, but this guy just shoves her hand and is like, I'm going to the washroom. Anyways, long story short, when you see red flags, just run. There's no need. Yeah. And Jane is me. I am Jane. I learned a very, very important lesson after that whole relationship. I was like, bro, ukijana hakuwa ananipenda. Ukionyesha upendo na kijana achana naye. Why Jesus Christ? Usipende mwanaume, more than anakupenda wewe. Utaonyeshwa madharau shangae. Please. Anyways, yeah, so long story short, moral of this story is when a man cheats on you, and proceeds to cheat on you again. And like, when a man disrespects you, achana na yeye. What are doing here? Let me leave this story alone before I start feeling sorry for myself. Stay safe, guys. Bye.
Nimetoka live saizi nikiongelesha demu mwenye amefunga mtu wake, and let me tell you, girls, aki can be really bitter, and not only bitter, it's bitter because kuna mali imetoka. Hii live yangu ilianza kama dem fulani anatuambia venye heartbreak yake imekuwa, venye kuna ball ya mtu mwingine, and of course the other people, the other girls are just like, oh, toa hiyo mimba, huyu mtu atakuwa kama mtu mwingine, toa. You know how lives can be. You understand? Alafu dem mwingine akakuja hapo akamwambia mimi niko na advice. Mimi nimefunga mtu wangu na nimemfunga. Hakuna kitu mtaniambia. Ikisimama hivi inalala. Akaambia dem mwingine, toa mimba kwa sababu this person is going to be just the same as your hubby. Not your hubby, like that man who denied you. I'm like, okay. Akaniambia venye huyu mwanaume alikuwa na kane hadi kwa room yenye kuna 3 other women. He comes there, sleeps there with no aibu. Nothing. He comes and sleeps like nothing happened. And alikuwa anatoka na mabishto yake anaenda Tanzania wanatafuta nyota. Mimi sisikia kitu kama hiyo. I'd wanted to come and tell us her story. I'd want to read her story. Anatoka anaenda Tanzania, anaenda anatafuta nyota. Ana mabishto wake saizi wenye walienda kutafuta nao nyota. Apparently wako na hiyo nyota. Hiyo nyota kuenda kutafuta watu, they are in rich marriages and they are happy, and ni yeye alichagua love, no mwanaume na kulala hapo. That mwanaume amefanya akatoa almost mimba karibu 3, si karibu 3 zake. And I was like, oh my god. Ya kwanza hadi akapigana spiritually na mama ya huyu mtu. Mama huyu mtu alijaribu akaenda akatafuta zake. Ati alikuwa anatoka anapatana na bones za kuku hapo nje kwake. Wakipigana spiritually akijaribu kufunga uboy kwa sababu uboy alikuwa amemchezea sana. Uboy every time alikuwa tu I'm not ready. Wasichana wakwangi. I was just like, oh my god. Tunasikia life, it's getting worse and worse. I want her to come back to me and tell me the whole story, so ndio atupigia tuambie. But amesema ametoa 3 so far, and it's not like I'm exposing public matters. We were over I don't know how many people in that live. No mwanaume mali yako amekuwa kama hivi, kama wheelbarrow, anamfuata tu. Mwanaume amemtesa, anamletea madem hadi kwa nyumba yenye anaishi na mabeshto wake, analeta madem, analala madem hapo. You just tell me whether that makes any sense. I'm telling you that life has been hot. Amesema alienda Tanzania, so ameambia yule mwingine usiweke hiyo whatever, do not keep that whatever thing. Kuja nikupeleke, utatoa na nitakupeleka. I'm like, oh, because me I'm here suggesting, oh, don't do it, you know, it's not right, it's not okay. Amwambia niaje, I will take you to Tanzania, and you'll not only remove the money and remove whatever things that you need to remove, you'll also remove the sanity of this person. It's not even a joke. Anasema mwanaume amekuwa kama wheelbarrow. Yani vita zenyu dem amepitia dispirit. Let me keep quiet.
Back with another story time, and this is how I found out that my man of 9, a whole freaking pregnancy, guys. Mimba had a wife and a child.
Bring me out.
And I know you're asking yourself, what are signs? Kuna signs? Let me tell you, there were signs. But maybe I chose to not see the signs, and let me tell you, stay heal, na sitawahi recover. Okay, for context, this is the guy that so I'm like, the previous story when I told you guys I started talking to another guy 2 weeks after that incident. Yeah, this is the guy. Okay, so we started dating, and no, not officially dating, like ile tu kwenda dates, just getting to know each other for 2 months. Yeah, for 2 months. And then the third month, this man asked me to be his girlfriend. Okay, clock it. Okay, so after he asked me to be his girlfriend, that is when I went to his place for the first time. Okay. So kufika kwake, you know the usual, of course. There's no mama afanya house tour, so he's showing me his house. So we get to his room. Just nice. Kutoka, I realized kuna hii mlango hatujaingia. So I asked him, hii ni bedroom ama ni laundry room? And he goes, oh, it's a second bedroom. So nilirentishanga 2 bedroom because my sister doesn't live in Kenya, but she likes to come to Kenya a lot. And instead of having her stay in a B&B, I just host her. And he said, so ukipatana na diaper usishangae sana. And I was like, And I even said to this man, sister ama bibi. I was like, no, for real, it's my sister. Na kwanza alisema marriage na hii economy. So after that time nilika like 3 weeks without going to his place. And I was just my idea, no. So he kept saying, no, you know, I don't want you to feel like it's all physical. You know, I want to get to know you. Like, how do I say this? Like, he wants to experience me outside the house. And in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, yes, Lord, yes, Lord, this is what I've been praying for. You know, this man doesn't just want my body, he wants every part of me. And guys, that was the best. And this is why I never saw the signs. Because me, the fact that you'll even be like, no, let me just take you out somewhere nice, we hang out, we have a next day together, and take you back home. I was like, oh my God, yes, this is what I'm here for. Yes, I came for the niggas, they should come out. Now, the second time I went to his place, nikafanya usoro. He left the house, so mimi nikafanya usoro. So kwake kuna drawers, you know, hapo kwa nini, like hizi closets zenye huwa zinajengwa like 1 2, and then in the middle is a mirror and how you can put your like oils, and then there are drawers. Yeah, so mimi nafanya usoro. Guess what I found? A picture. Iko framed, but imeko uko chini. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, this is my man standing next to a woman with a child. Now I'm trying to analyze this picture vile wameshikana, because I'm like, oh, he told me about his sister. But then inaweza kuwa first of all mbona umeficha, right? So vile chini sasa ndio nimeshika hiyo picture. This is the man, the babe, and the child. So amemshika hivi, you guys know that pose, and then like this. So his hands are around the woman and then holding the child. Clock it. Hey, so do you mimi? I move. Anyway, my hands are shaking. I'm like, is this the wife? Is this why? So I'm holding it, you know, I'm trying to analyze, I'm trying to look at this woman in akakujanga, and I was like, you know what, hata sitajifanya sijui. So I asked him, babe, ni nani? So because this is you. But who's this? You guys will not believe what this man told me. Ati kwanza
I'm coming down. Drink my water.
This one said, and he's like, let me see. And I go, oh, yeah. The manipulation. 10 out of 10. Well, like 10 out of 10. He said, oh, yeah, that's the firstborn of our family. And that's her baby. And I was like, oh, let's stack her. And he's like, no, so she died.
Yes.
She died 2 years ago. Your picture, your frame in a kangapo, but like I've been missing her a lot lately, you know, and I feel like niju ya kushinda nikiona, so that's why I kept it there, and nisishinda nikiona. And I'm like, oh poor baby, oh my sweet baby, oh, beginning coffee. And I believe this man, and we had even. I cannot believe this. Guys, I cannot believe. We even hugged, and I was telling him sorry, and I'm like, what happened? And he's like, you know, I don't even want to talk about it. I am. Wait, let me describe the sister. She's light skin, she's low-key thick. Actually, I can't do your quirky. She's light skin and she's thick. But everything was fine, and now we're 5 months in the relationship. So we had made plans to celebrate 5 months in the relationship. Okay, he just wanted us to do something cute. And then he calls me like, tunaenda kesho. Today he calls me and he's like, oh, I will have to cancel because my sister is landing tomorrow, and how come ameniambia it was at an impromptu trip to Kenya, and you want to go on a vacation, so and our host leo na kesho, and then like he's got Africa and the next day, and then they're gonna go for the trip. And I was like, oh cool, wakienda nitakuja. Okay, it's how you see communication, and this is why I was so freaking delulu. Tell me why after 2 days mwanaume akanyamaza, and I'm like, baby, where is you, my nigga? Where are you? He texted me after 4 days, and he's like, oh, my sister surprised me with a trip to Coast. I'm like, so now get the text. Kwa umeenda hell? Kwa ni heaven ati hakuna bro, so ngeni text niambie umeenda. So he was like, no, you know, I got distracted. I wanted to spend quality time with my family without any distractions. I was like,
Bombastic side eye.
So at no point in those 4 days, at no point did you think, let me just text her or even call her and tell her, Anipeka space, I want to spend time with my family. Nothing. Oh, okay. The manipulation. He said that they were also celebrating the anniversary of the sister when she was married. So hiyo ndio ilikuwa anniversary. So that's why they wanted to take time, and kai aliniambia di wewe sister kama nyali pass alikuwa anapenda Coast. That's why they decided to go to Coast. Sasa hiyo siku nikaota na huyo mwanaume, and I dreamt that they had gone on a vacation with his wife, because I had him call her wife in the dream. Okay, now sasa keep in mind again, this wife is light skin, she had a red dress, she's thick. Sasa nywele guys, nywele alikuwa ameka, so sijui kama ni wig, ni weave, really it was her hair, but ilikuwa black and then brown. You know the dye, you know how we dye the hair, black and brown. Clock it, yes. Even though alikuwa, so I didn't even think nafungana. So I didn't even think anything about that, obviously because it's a dream. But let me tell you guys, God talks to me through dreams. But me, your time, I was like, in a way, it's nothing. After all, everything was fine. You know, he said sorry, we went out. It was a nice time. Like, it was so hard to get angry at this man because he just knew. He knew exactly what to do, how to handle me. Yeah. So the next month, 6th anniversary, so he was like, you know, last time we promised we'll do something, but we didn't. So we're gonna go on a trip. Wow. I was like, oh, my first trip with a man. I'm like, I was happy, guys. I was excited. Like, I was mad excited. So we went, so tukiwa kwa radio, tukiwa kwa gari, tulikuwa tunasikiza radio, Kiss 100, Kiss motherfucking 100, and they were talking about how side chicks are treated better than wives. And then this man called and he was like, it's true, mimi naweza pea side chick wangu at 100k, but my wife bibi wangu ananiomba 5k na nasikia uchungu. Ile nasikia uchungu. Na sasa ni 5k ya kufanya shopping ya nyumba. But the way ajanitisha 100k na hata sijui aenda kutumia boyfriend yake na sasa uchungu. So it became a whole conversation. I was like, you man, nini. So I'm telling him, you wanaume mnakuanga just leave your wife and be with the side chick. And he said, kuna sababu yeye anaitwa side chick. Side chick ni wakando. There are things the side chick can never do that the wife is gonna do. And he said, guys, verbatim. He said, so for example, kama wewe ni side chick, this is what he said to me. Kama wewe ni side chick, if I asked you to come and wash my clothes, do all those chores, kama maid, unaweza fanya? I'm like, absolutely not. Exactly. But my wife, nimpe hata though you're shopping, imagine she's gonna do all that and she's still gonna stick by me. Wewe sasa pesa yangu ikiisha, you're gonna be by me. And I was trying to like, even true, but si kweli sana. You know, because I said, just said tuko relationship, I'm not a side chick. And he's like, yeah, but ungekuwa side chick, pesa yangu inisha utaka. And I'm like, absolutely not. But bibi yangu ataka. I was like, okay, you're in my mind, I'm like, wisdom, knowledge. Yes, you know, I'm learning things about men. Kumbe uelewe kweli mimi ndo niko side chick. Kwa hiyo example, actually, he was guys, it's not even funny. And then I remembered the dream. I was like, babe, you know, I had a dream. You was mlirudi coast and you were telling me that you had gone to coast with your sister. You know, I had a dream that ulikuwa umeenda coast na bibi yako. He started laughing. I was like, ati bibi na hii economy. You know, inakwanga excuse every time I say bibi na hii economy. I'm like, kwa hii economy ni gani? And when you that time, hata haikuwa hii time ya, we cannot mention his name, but you know who. Ilikuwa time ya nani? Uhuru. Man, the economy was not even bad. It wasn't even bad, you know. So I'm describing to him the dream, I'm telling him all the tea, and then I started describing the lady, and I was like, you know, kwanza type yako kabisa ka light skin, kamebeba, and I said, Daniel alikuwa amedye black and brown, and he goes, sasa natoa wapi dem amedye black and brown? Mind you that time, see the manipulation. Nilikuwa nimedye nywele yangu black and brown, but yangu ilikuwa tu hapa hivi black, like mingi brown, like yote brown, hapa tu hivi black. I'm like, madem ni wengi, sasa mimi nimedye hivyo, and he was like, basi ni wewe ndo bibi yangu. I'm like, I was like, if I had a wife, will I be here with you? Hata ningemanage aje kukuja kwangu. And he made so many points. I'm like, you know what? It's actually true. There's no way this man could ever have a wife. So I believed, guys. I believed. And he called me his wife. The mumu in me. After hapo, your story kaisha, we had the best time. Kila kitu kwa sawa. Siku mimi nikamwambia, I'm going out with my friends. We're going for dinner at this restaurant. Yeah. He even sent me the money, guys. Na ndio maana nilikuwa nawaambia, like, it was so hard to see the signs because it's like, oh my god, you know what? He is amazing. So nikamwambia, we're going to this place for dinner, and I was like, yeah, I'll send you something small. Have a nice time. He said that he's gonna go to a certain small, it's a chill club with his friends to watch the game. So we can text kosa kujibu. I love when you game and I watch. And I was like, cool. So me and my friends, we ended up changing the restaurants, but obviously sikumwambia like guys namwambia nini. So we get to the restaurant, we're having fun with the ladies. Me and two of my, we were five. We were five friends. Naisha.
Mimi ni Mkamba, ndampatia vizuri, atasikia fiti bro. This man anachungulia 60. Nikiwa sekondia uni nilipata chance ya kufanya kazi online yenye tulikuwa tunafanyia wazungu homework. Na ulikuwa unalipwa 525 per page. So ilikuwa the more pages you do, the more money you get. The tricky part was 99% of the people I was working with walikuwa wanaume. Madam tulikuwa ngapi? Wawili. Hawa watu, I'm not going to lie, walikuwa wachafu. You think men smell when they don't shower. Imagine a combination of around 10 men.
So ikafika point I was like, no, this is too much for me, I think let me just quit. Nika quit. So venye nilimaliza job, nimengoja pesa yangu sipewi. Mimi nikajam, nikasema nika give up tu nayo. Luckily hiyo time nilikuwa na give up nayo, nikapatana na bosi kwa barabara. Akaniuliza, mbona uliacha job, like what was the issue? Nikamwambia mlikana payment yangu tangu nianze kufanya kazi huko hamjainilipa. Akasema, wait, I usually don't do that, let me go follow up and see why you've never been paid. Hiyo usiku nikapata pesa yangu. Sasa tricky part inakuja hapa. Pesa yangu iliingia kutoka kwa M-Pesa ya bosi, na niambia confirmed you've received blah 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 from Mutua. Ikaifuata message yenye ananiambia ati hiyo siku yenye tulipatana nilikuwa nakaa mrembo sana na anaweza taka kunijua zaidi, and if I ever need any financial help I should not hesitate to tell him. Mimi kusema kweli napenda pesa. Hayo nayo I did not waste time. I started asking him for money. 2,000 urgently, 5k urgently, 3,000 urgently. Na anatuma tu. Lakini siku za mwezi ni ngapi? 40. Kafika siku akaanza kuniambia, ananipenda, anataka kunidate, anataka kunipeleka out. This man anachungulia 60. Na ni rafiki ya mama yangu. Siwezi taka mchezo kama hiyo. So mimi namdodge tu. Mimi nataka tu pesa yake, sitaki story mingi. Kafika siku akaniambia, anataka tupatane one on one tuongee kama watu wakubwa. Nikasema kisha mimi. Sema, juu nimekula pesa yake, nitafika mahali enye lazima nitalipia hiyo pesa. Acha tu nipatane na yeye, nimlet down like in a mature way. First encounter, this man is smelling. Ananuka vibaya. Mimi sijui ni kuoga na ni mtu wako na pesa, but alikuwa ananuka vibaya. Hata tukuongea sana. Anaanza kuniambia, nimefanya uto ni Mkikuyu Mkamba, na venye naona urembo ni Ukikuyu. So najua mautamu ni ya Ukamba. Anze kuniuliza kama nishaikuliwa na mwanaume, yeye anapendanga virgins, lakini kama nishaikuliwa anapenda pia wasichana kwa experience. Anajua mimi ni Mkamba, ndampatia vizuri, atasikia fiti bro. Nilikuwa nakatu hivi chini na visualize akiwa juu yangu, nasikia kutapika. Nilimwambia no. My mom found out about why we were talking, that's why I agreed to meet you today after canceling for so long. Na mamangu amesema hataki kuambia rafiki yako reputation yako iharibike. So amesema today for the last time tunaongea. Hata venye tunaongea saa hii mamangu kwa job amenipatia 1 hour niende home. Amesema hataki kusikia story kama hizo, and she's really really mad because she says you're even older than her, you're even older than my dad. Mzee akaniambia hapana, sitakuwa tukimeet. We can work things out. Mamako sijui. Nikamwambia hapana, mamangu she's very strict and my mom is like my best friend. I tell her everything. I cannot start lying to my mom because of you, a man. Kajam nini, mimi nika-insist, mimi nikaenda home. Nilifika nyumbani kama nimeblock kila mahali. Nikasema kama hiyo ndio mambo mnafanya huku nje ya baba, naomba nijiondoe kidogo. Luckily hajanitafuta tena, hajanitrace tena, so communication iliishia hapo.
Today is just one of those days where I just sit and feel like, you know what, story time. So I want to tell you guys a story about a dinner date that went seriously wrong. I was in first year. I was new to the school, first semester, and there was this guy who really, really liked me. And honestly, I didn't like him back. And it reached a point where he was an acting boyfriend. I don't know if you get it. Like, you're not dating somebody. You have already told him that, you know what, I do not want anything in the line of dating to do with you. But somehow he just insists. According to him, he sees a future and whatnot. So fast forward, one of these days, I was headed for supper with 2 of my male friends. And Apo KM, for those of you who have been in Kenyatta University. So, first of all, come a student, that is within my budget. This is what I have. Nimeshapiga hesabu, I'm like, sapa yangu haipiti 100. Just going for some chapos and, you know, haitapita 100, whatever I eat. So that was my budget. Aya. Guess who I find along my way? Unaonaga, for those of you again who have been in KU, there's this wall that surrounds Nyayo. Hapo ndio tulikuwa tunatembea, and I meet him standing somewhere huko kwa nyasi, and he was with his 2 friends. And then I just hear somebody calling me, hey, Charlie. And I'm like, yes. And he says, Ebu come kidogo. Ati, where are you going to? I'm like, see, I'm going for supper with men. I was like, yes, these are my course-mates, and they're my friends. We are going for supper. And he says, apana, you know, instead of going for chapodondos, why don't I take you somewhere for supper? And I'm like, bro, first of all, we have exams tomorrow. And he said, I know, what time is it? Nikamwambia 2. And so I agreed, and I said, okay, fine. He said, apana, me, I don't want you to eat chapodondo. Kumbe ni wivu. I understood, and my friends were waiting. So I went and told them, you know what? This guy has said, you guys can go ahead. Me, I'll be taken somewhere else to eat. So akanitoa, tukatembea through the main gate, and we started walking towards bypass. And I asked him, wait, are we going to walk till bypass? He said, no, ni hapa tu. So I looked at the hotel and I was like, You know, I know mfuko ya umse venye inatoshanaga. So, as it venye nakaaga, I can rate him. And I was like, this is not the usual places that I know you for. So I asked him, before doing up and I asked him, are you sure? And he said, yeah, for me to bring you here, for me to even suggest that ukuje hapa, I have a reason. So I told him, okay, fine. I mean, I have the money, so I told him, okay, fine. So tukaingia ndani, and I looked at the kind of people that were seated there, and they looked like, these people are eating good food with good money. It just looked like a place where he should have been ready to spend like some 5K or something. So we sat, and I said, okay. And I reminded him, by the way, I'm supposed to go back to my room in Nyayo, because niko na paper kesho, I need to study. And he said, ina issue. Everything is planned out. The menu was brought. I didn't see it first. He looked at it. Sorry. He looked at the menu, and I realized there was a problem. Then I said, can I have it? And I saw it, and I was like, the cheapest thing we can take here is 2,500. But this 2,500, sina hiyo do. Sina hiyo pesa, by the way. Sikuwa nayo. So he started panicking, and I asked him, wait, you said you had eaten here before. He said yes. Then I said, okay, fine. He picked food, and it looked like we were going to eat a buffet or something. He picked chapatis, he picked kukus, half each. He picked yogurt, was it? I guess. Or cocktail, something. I can't remember. And each plate ilikuwa inakuja 2,500. So this was 5K. And then he starts telling me, Shalom, uko na do, uko na pesa. Then I said, hapana sina. And I told him, even if I had the money, I would not pay for this date. Because umenitoa nikienda kukula food yangu ya 150. Ukanileta hapa for some beautiful experience. And then you ask me if I have the money. And then he says, ona food yetu inatayarishwa. Food is being made. I told him, okay, alright, so I don't know what to do. Ndizo. Ona anatengeneza kuku. So they used to like make food per order. My people, I had to think very fast because I knew I had a paper the following day. I told him, well, I'm not going to sit here, eat food worth 2,500 for myself, and I don't have the money to pay, and I have a paper tomorrow. So I told him, I know the food is being made, but we are going to do something. So I told him, put all your things together, beba kila kitu yako, weka in a place where when we want to exit, hautaziacha nyuma. So we were already panicking. So people were looking at us like, what's wrong with these people? Plus we took a seat at the center directly. Hapo tu kabisa kwa center. And so everyone else could see us. So we were panicking and we were whispering, and I was telling him, so you know what? I am going to count 3. Like in a count of 3, we are getting out of this place. We are running. When I usually tell my friends this story, hawaniaminingi, wana feeling nika nacheza, by the way. So I told him, you know what? We are going to run away. Tunaenda kutoroka. And he was like, what? Nini hapana, we've ordered. Nini. I said, okay, fine. I know we've ordered, but we don't have the money and we're not going to get embarrassed further. I told him, listen, I'm counting 3. If you don't run, I run on my own, and you'll eat all the food and you'll pay the bill. So I told him, weka kila kitu yako pamoja. And I took my purse, nikaingiza simu pole, and I told him, you know what, don't make it look like we want to run away or something. And then I zipped my purse, I took everything that I needed. Of course, sikukuja na vitu mob. And then he took his wallet, his empty wallet, took his iPhone. He had an iPhone, by the way. Took his iPhone, and it used to make him feel like he had so much money. No hate to those owning iPhones. Then I said, are you ready? He said, I'm ready. Come back, good. And I said, now, in a count of 3, we are going. So, nikaanza, okay, fine. In 3, 2, he started laughing. I said, hapana, I'm serious. In 3, 2, 1. Guy, stulito ambio. Siviren. Nanili, I did not look back. Nilito ambio, and the only thing I could hear was, laughter from uko ndani. Wenye walikuwa uko ndani waliisha. People were laughing. We ran. Na his story haijaisha hapa, by the way. More happened because he had to. Anyway, ndapiga hiyo story. Ndawapiga story in full. But yo, guys,